Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I am 7 minutes early today, but thank y'all so much for coming. I greatly appreciate it. Today is Saturday, July the 10th. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, queens and kings. Come on into this here live. Hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Asia, I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the live, queen. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Donna. How are you? I'm doing good, Donna. How have you two ladies been? How were y'all weeks? How was y'all week, queen? Did y'all have a good week? Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much, whoever gave up the thumbs ups. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Oh, boy. You doing good? That's awesome. Hi, Raquel. How are you? Oh, is this your first time, Raquel? You said be good. Hello, Rosamond. How are you? Welcome to the live, Queen. Thank y'all so much for joining me today for this live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna be getting it started in a few minutes. For those of you, and I want to thank y'all for coming in, giving up the thumbs ups. I greatly appreciate it, Queens. You good? That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, Miss Rosamond. Is this your first time here on the live, Miss Rosamond? I decided to start just a tad bit earlier today, y'all. Just a tad bit early. I also want to start by saying that if y'all you've been on here before, okay. Well, I appreciate you joining me today. I want to say that if y'all have any questions, could y'all make sure y'all write it in the comment? Write it down in the comments if you have any questions about anything. Any questions concerning jewelry? And if I can help you with it, I definitely will. You said, no, I've been sick. Then I had a bypass. Oh, wow. Oh, you're on bed rest. Oh, all praises go to the Most High, Queen. All praises go to the Most High. He has us in all things. Rossman says, when not at work, I'm always here. Oh, you're always here. But is this your first time in the chat? That's my question I should be asking. Beatrice. Hello, Miss Beatrice. How are you, Queen? How are you? Welcome to the live, Miss Beatrice. Yes. I will definitely keep you in my prayers, Miss Raquel. Definitely keep you in my prayers. God is so good. Oh, okay. Hello, Deborah O'Neill. How are you, Queen? Hello, Yolanda. How are you? Yolanda is from Fort Worth, Texas. Hello. Welcome, welcome, Queen. Welcome, welcome to the live. How are you queens doing today? Doing well? That's awesome. Deborah, you said I'm well. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that everybody is doing well. Oh, so you said this is your first time on the live. Okay. Well, we're so happy to have you, Queen. We're so happy to have you. Doing good, Yolanda. That's good. I'm so glad to hear that. So that means we all had a good week, y'all. Y'all know how our life can get a little hectic, right? And things happen from time to time. Things go on in our life from time to time, and this never happens. Hold on for 1 minute, y'all. Hello. I'm actually on live right now. I'm live right now. I said I'm live. Are you here? I said, are you here? You're not at my house. Oh no. Oh, I'm on live. I'm live now. I started my live a little early. I started it at like 6 minutes before 12. Yeah, people are coming into the chat now. Okay, hon. Okay. All right, bye-bye. Okay, y'all. Yeah, so y'all know from time to time how life goes and how things happen in our lives, right? It's always something going on. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that hey sis, how are you? Welcome to the live, Queen. Welcome, welcome, sis. Asia said, I look forward to your lives. I might have to get off soon, though. Just got off work tired. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, Queen. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. So thank you so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. So very much. But I I made a conscious decision. I had made a conscious decision. I had a Facebook group called Authentic Creations. And hey, Job, hello. How are you, Queen? Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, Queen. How are you? Hi, Deborah. How are you? And you know, y'all, when you first start out doing something, right? And you've never done it before, a lot of times you may not be equipped or prepared for that thing. Hello, Honey Brown. How are you, Queen? Welcome to the live, Queen. You may not be prepared. And so I'm going to say 2 years ago, I made a conscious decision. I'm doing good, Miss Deborah. I'm doing good, Queen. I made a conscious decision to start a group called Authentic Creations in Facebook. And when I first decided to do that, I was real hesitant because I had never been in that type of position before as far as being a leader. And I knew that I was really not prepared or ready for that. I was just hoping that I could give those ladies pretty much what they needed in that group. And my problem with that was not being able to show up. And y'all, that is something that when we make a conscious decision to do anything in our life, we have to show up for it. And since I was not able to show up and give those ladies 100% of what I do, of me, I felt like I really did not, how could I say this? I felt like I failed. And I felt like, sometimes when you're doing something for the very first time and you don't know how things are going to go, and you start something, the very first thing you want to do is just throw in the towel. And so the other day I did a video. And I told the ladies that I was going to pretty much, I was going to close the group. But for the life of me, I couldn't do it. For the life of me, y'all, I just could not come to closing that group. Even though I felt like I didn't show up. I couldn't get myself to really close that group because people really rely on you. You know what I mean? When I say on you, I mean sometimes people really look forward. Even though I wasn't really showing up as much, I was maybe showing up maybe far and few in between. And it was just because of life. And, right after I had started that group, my daughter had a baby. So I was a new grandmother. And I was trying to make an adjustment to that because that's my first grandson. So I've never, ever been a grandmother before. I've been a mother, but not a grandmother. So I had to make an adjustment to that. I had to make an adjustment to just life in general. I changed my whole schedule around. And I know sometimes a lot of times when I upload when I upload videos, a lot of people be saying, Joyce, you don't sleep, do you? No, because y'all, my schedule is really, really, really strange. Okay. My schedule is strange, like really strange. And I have had, the schedule that I'm on, y'all, I have this schedule because it works for me. And it's a schedule that I'm used to, that I've gotten really used to since I'm not working in corporate America, because I left corporate America in 2014. So, once I, with my life and everything going on, I just knew, I was like, well, I'm just going to just close the group. But when Friday got here, because yesterday was Friday, I was supposed to close the group on Friday, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because, it's like when God when he puts you in certain places and in certain positions, you got to find a way to work through that thing. You got to find a way to get through it. And, everything that we decide to do in this life, y'all, we're always going to be trying to figure out the next move. We're going to be trying to figure out what are we supposed to do next, and that's just life. And we have to learn to make adjustments. That's pretty much, I'm not going to say that sums it up about life, but we have to make a lot of adjustments and a lot of changes. And sometimes we have to do a lot of things that we really don't want to do. And sometimes we have to do, when it comes to our business, sometimes we have to do the things that we don't want to do, but you have to do those things because no one else is going to do it for you. And so I just made a conscious decision not to close the group. Hey, Chandra, how are you? Welcome, Queen, welcome. Not to close the group. The group is open. So if any of you ladies want to go over and join Authentic Creations, it is on Facebook. And it's called Authentic Creations. As a matter of fact, let me see something. If you want to join that group, you can join that group. It's open. I did not close it. I was supposed to close it yesterday. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. So it is still open. And so we just want to keep it moving, right? Queens, we just want to keep it moving because that's what you do in life. You just keep it moving. You know, when God has a task, when he has a plan, when he has something that he wants you to do, okay, he's going to give you everything you need to do that task. He's going to help you. He's going to send those people. I say this a lot. And you have to just be humble on your journey. Please stay humble on your journey, queens. Be humble on your journey. Don't lose sight of who you are. Be humble on your journey. Because when you are humble on your journey, you can see things so much clearer. When you start becoming full of yourself and you think you carrying it really arrogant, you know what I mean? Like, just be humble. Because when you be humble, you can see things so much clearer. Okay? It won't become a fog. Things won't become how can I say this? You won't lose your vision of where you are trying to go. So be humble on your journey. Okay? Be patient on your journey. Okay? Because I'm really learning how to do all of this. Okay? Like when I first started this YouTube journey, I didn't come here to really teach people how to make jewelry. I say that a lot. My purpose was to come and upload, showcase what I did, but God had a different plan. And when he has a different plan, you have to be open to that plan. Because he knows us better than we know ourselves. So we have to be open to the plan that he has for us, and the plan that he has for you is bigger. You can't really see it all, but the more you live and the longer you live, you'll be able to see that vision clear. Things will start to make more sense to you. It'll make more sense to you. Like, how stuff happens sometime and it doesn't make sense. And then if you give it some time and time passes, it'll start becoming more clear. You'll be able to understand that's the reason why that door didn't open for you. We have to. We're not really supposed to lean to our own understanding, because when we try to lean to our own understanding, a lot of times we will miss some things. When you try to lean to your own understanding, you will miss some things. Okay, so you have to allow the Most High to direct your steps. You have to allow him and give him permission to walk you through this journey. You have to be one-on-one with him. Okay, and this is for those of you who are on a journey as far as your own business. Because each and every last one of us, we have our gifts, we have our talents, and we want to be really successful at this thing. You want to be successful at it, and you can be successful at it as long as you are open to learning. You have to want to learn. You have to get familiar. I say that a lot. I tell a lot of the queens that you have to get familiar on this journey. You have to try different things on this journey. That's how you master the creative mind. Okay? That's how you tap into that creativeness when you are open to things. When you're comfortable with doing one thing, like maybe sewing or drawing or painting, when you get comfortable with doing one thing, that limits your creativity. Okay, your creativity is unlimitless. Okay, queens, your creativity is unlimitless. So you can do more than one thing. And for those of you who have been following me, y'all see I have my hands in every single solitary thing. Okay, I've been doing a lot with wire lately, but I paint, I don't know about drawing too much, but I do paint. I do sew. You know, you want to just get familiar with every aspect of being creative, because once you get familiar with that thing and you are open to many different things, you're going to really see your your creativeness flourish and blossom and grow. But you have to be open to other things other than that one thing that you love to do. I'm going to read a couple of these comments. Miss O'Neill said, "Preach, Miss Joyce. I've been there too with the VIP Facebook group not showing up, etc." Yeah, yeah, I did. And but you know, I look at this because I look at it, Miss O'Neill. I look at it as this is just a learning experience for me. And when you are learning, you have to be open to failure. You have to be open to not showing up. You know what I mean? Because you're learning. You're learning how to become whatever that is that you're trying to become. You're learning. You know, so if it's a leader, you're learning to become a leader. You know, if it's teaching people how to uh, craft and teaching people how to make things, you have to learn. You have to teach yourself. You have to teach yourself first before you can teach others. You know, because you got to be about your business. And even though from time to time, I used to run into comments where people would really try to uh, call me out. Like they would try to say, oh, you need to go back. You need to learn how to do this and do that. But as they can see, what they thought they saw, they don't see. Because people will get you confused. Because, and the reason why I say they'll get you confused is because when I used to get those comments, I think sometimes people don't think you know what you're doing. You know, they don't really see that gift that you have. And a lot of times when God has given you something, when he has given you a gift, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to say, I'm the baddest, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to carry it that way. You never have to say a word because it'll show in your action. So I think that from people watching what I do here on this platform, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to grandstand. You know, I don't have to say anything because all my gifts, all my talents, everything that I have come from God, come from the Most High. Okay? And so I think people got it. So I don't get those comments anymore. I don't get those comments anymore. And I don't let people, when they run their mouth, when they have no idea why I'm in this position, I'm in this position that I'm in, it's because of God. It's because of the Most High. See, God, he chooses, he makes the decisions to put you where he wants you to be. You know, sometimes people say, how did they get there? You know, don't worry about how that person got there. That's not your call. That's not what you don't worry about that. Just worry about what you need to do. Worry about what you need to do for yourself. Oh, Shanta say I'm not on Facebook. Hey Sharon, how are you, Queen? Welcome to the live, Sharon. Good afternoon, Joyce. All popping in for a little bit before I have to go. Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. Miss Neal said, Job said yes. Miss O'Neill said, I just asked to join your Facebook group, Authentic Creations. Okay, when I get off of live, I will definitely let you in, Miss O'Neill. I just joined the Facebook group. Oh, okay, awesome. Sharon said, true, I still do not paint. I always find an excuse to not do it. I am blocking myself and can't figure out why. Well, that is a good question, Sharon. That is a good question. And you should ask yourself why you're blocking yourself from painting. A lot of times, y'all, we stop ourselves from doing some things because of the unknown, because we're not familiar with it. Unknown and not familiar with it. Let me tell you something. If you do something, right, that you've never done for the very first time, and you do it another time, and you do it another time, you become familiar with it. But if you never do anything, if you never try it, if you never try anything new, then you won't become familiar with it. So you have to become familiar with it. You have to allow yourself to get familiar with it, and you have to try it. And see, the thing about it is, too, y'all, we want it to be perfect the first time. The first time we do something, we always want it to be perfect, but it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be you. Okay? It's going to be you. Whatever your hands paint, whatever your hands draw, whatever your hands create, that is you. That is your expression of your creativity. Okay? That's your expression. So don't be afraid to get familiar with it, because if you never try it, you will never know. You won't know. And see, this is the thing. When you have a talent or a gift, a lot of times, y'all, you have multiples. Okay, so that means that you can do more than just that one thing. So if you are somebody that does painting, that doesn't necessarily mean that your gift just stays at painting. That means that you can do other things other than painting, but you gotta allow yourself and give yourself permission to do so. You have to try other things to really get that creativeness open. And when you get it open, you're going to be surprised how you soar. Now, I've been watching a lot of these ladies that's been following me here on YouTube. I've been watching them for a couple of years now. And I've seen where some of them had first started, and I've watched their work. And it's a young lady that's not on here today. You're so very welcome. It's a young lady that's not on here today. Her name is April. I don't know if y'all know April. I follow April on Instagram. When April first started out, she started out like we all start out, okay? When we pick something up for the very first time and we trying it. But April work is phenomenal now. Her work is phenomenal now. And it's because she's made a conscious decision to get better. You get better at something, y'all, when you choose to not let it go, when you choose to not give up on it. That's how you become better at that thing. Okay? You will become really awesome at it when you continue to just keep doing it over and over and over again. And a lot of times I hear a lot of ladies say, well, the reason why I don't start my business, or I haven't started my business, is because I'm afraid. I don't know if people are going to like my work. I don't know how people are going to receive me, But I'm going to tell you something about handmade. Handmade will never go out of style. Handmade will be in forever. And the reason for that, queens, is because we as women, we love to see different things all the time. Okay? Hey, Mimi, welcome to the live, Mimi. Welcome, queen. She says, stopping in to say hello to the host and everyone in the live, running some errands. Okay, thank you so much, Mimi, for stopping by. Thank you so much, queen. Yeah, so just that quick, y'all. I done lost my train of thought. Let me read some of these comments. They sure will. Amen. Don't let the haters double fool your plans or confuse you. Yes, and that's a very valid point, Miss O'Neill. A very, very valid point. On this journey, y'all. Okay, Sharon, thank you so much for stopping by, Queen. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you, Queen. On this journey, you're going to run into people who are going to compete with you, secretly compete with you. You're going to run into people who are going to try to tell you what to do or how to do it or how you should do it. Okay, on this journey of creativity. Now, you have to keep in mind that your gifts and your talents are your gifts and your talents. Okay, your gifts and your talents are your gifts and your talents, and that whatever that's in here, whatever that God has given you to give birth to that thing. Okay, because there's a plan, there's a purpose, and there's a reason why you have in you, why that thing is in you, and why you feel like you have to give birth to that thing. Okay, have you ever felt like you wanted to do something, and sometimes, y'all, we want to do it, but then we find ourselves and we say, well, no, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to do it later. Well, later sometimes become never. And I say that because procrastination sets in. And when procrastination sets in, it doesn't allow you to walk in your greatness, because being on your journey, you should walk in your greatness. You know, you should walk in your greatness. You should be open and allow yourself to walk in your greatness. Because every day that you get up, Queens, it's a new day. It's a new day for new things. It's a new day for change. So, you know, give birth to that thing and don't let nobody stop you. Don't let the naysayers stop you. Don't let your family or friends stop you. Continue to push forward and move forward and have the understanding that everything has an appointed time to happen. It's not always going to happen when you want it to happen. Okay? It's not always going to happen when you want it to happen. It's an appointed time. And the appointed time is because you have to be prepared. And it goes back to what I was just talking about on Facebook when I was saying that I was thinking about closing the group because I wasn't prepared. But this is the thing. Sometimes God puts you in a position where you get prepared along the way. You get prepared along the way. As you go along, you learn. Because sometimes you're not going to have everything right there in the front of you. So you get prepared as you go along your journey. And you get prepared as you go along on your journey by learning different things about that skill, about that thing that you want to do. And you also, Queens, make sure you do research. Make sure you do research on your journey, because everything doesn't always work for everyone. When I first started working with aluminum wire, I got so much backlash because people were saying that aluminum wire was cheap wire and aluminum wire was doing this and aluminum wire was that, and they talk bad about aluminum wire. But you have to do your own research. Do your own research about some things. You know, whatever that thing is, if you want to know about the gemstones, what the gemstone do, because that's the latest thing now. People are doing gemstones, making jewelry with gemstones. Do some research on it. You can find any and everything here on the YT, on YouTube. You can find any and everything here on the YT. So if it's anything that you want to learn, do some research. You don't have to listen to everybody, because everybody is going to have their own opinion about everything. And please don't listen to people who has never done it. Don't listen to people who have never done it. Because you got a lot of people who have never done anything, but yet they want to tell you how to do your thing instead of doing their own thing. So don't listen to people who have never done it. They've never done anything different. They've never given their self a chance. Just be about your business. Be about what you want for your life. Be about what's important to you, and stay focused, and understand that every day is not going to be perfect or wonderful, because it's life. And with life, you have your ups and your downs. You be happy and you be sad. You be going through things in life, but do not take your talents and gifts with you to your grave. Don't take them with you to your grave, y'all. Do something. It's somebody out there that is waiting on you. Believe it or not, because we're all put here to be in service to each other. It's somebody waiting for you. Somebody out there waiting on you to do that thing. Whatever that thing is you want to do, there's somebody out there waiting on you. No, you can't find it? Look, it might be in there with your dad. And the reason why I say that, Queens, is that you don't know. Sometimes we don't really know how this journey is going to go, because by us being human, we sometimes we overthink ourselves. Sometimes we overthink things, and sometimes we be thinking the wrong things, and sometimes we want what we want to happen really quick and really fast, and you just have to give yourself time and trust yourself and trust your process, because that's what it's all about. It's about the process. It's about the process. It's about the people who come into your life, what they give you, how they're going to help you on your journey. You're going to meet people who you have never met before that's going to come into your life. And sometimes when people come into your life, you don't know why they are there, but they're there for a reason. And it's to give you a lesson, or to teach you, or to be a blessing. One or two things, a lesson or a blessing. So we have to be open, y'all. We can't look at everybody as if they are going to hurt us or harm us or do something to us, because sometimes your blessing could be right there. But if you are looking at it in a negative way, then you may miss out on your blessing. That person may have something for you that you're supposed to get from them. But if you in your own head and you're not thinking the way you should be thinking, you'll miss your blessing. Because it's blessings. Blessings are everywhere. They are everywhere. You'll be surprised. God got his angels set. He has stuff set up everywhere. Okay. When you first start on your journey, in the midst of your storm, somebody may come. You just never truly know where your blessings are going to come from, or who your blessings are going to come through. Okay? So be humble, be patient, be willing to learn what you need to learn about your journey. Trust the plan that God has for your life, because trust me, it is a plan. There is a purpose, there is a calling, and you have to figure it out. And a lot of times I get people asking me, they say they don't know what their calling is, but your calling is the thing that you do the best with the least amount of effort. So whatever that thing is that you are really, really good at, that is your calling. That's what you should be doing. But a lot of times with a lot of us, we have multiple things that we can do. Multiple things. So just be open. Just be willing. Just allow the Most High to direct your footsteps. Allow him to direct your footsteps. Be humble. Don't become arrogant. That's ugly when you get like that. I've seen people become arrogant. It's like, I'm the this, that, and you don't have to carry it that way. It's unnecessary. You don't have to say anything when God give you a gift or a talent, because nobody can question that. They won't question that. They will see it with their own eyes at you doing this thing. And don't always expect for everybody to give you credit. Everybody is not going to give you credit. Everybody is not going to ride with you. Everybody is not going to share with you. And don't get upset or get or mad when you go to a person and they say, and you ask them about something. Don't get upset. Just say, okay, well, I didn't get it from here, so I'm going to go off and find somebody that can help me with this situation, because like I said, God has his angels everywhere. Don't look at it like, oh, they don't want me. A lot of times most people are comfortable. They're comfortable with where they are. They like with where they are. Some people don't want to be successful. Some people only want what they want. Because you also have to remember that your life is not going to give you what you want. It's only going to give you what you deserve. Okay? So if you feel like you deserve more, then sometimes, queens, you have to do more. You have to do more. Sometimes you have to comments. Sometimes you have to, when things are not going the way you want them to go, sometimes you have to reinvent the wheel. I know you've heard this many times. Sometimes you have to do something different. Sometimes you have to ask that question. Sometimes we be afraid to ask questions, especially if it's something that we need to know. Sometimes we have hey, Sharon, how are you? How are you, Sharon? Welcome to the live, Sharon. She said, hello, all. How you all doing? Can't stay long today. Had my jewelry party last. Oh, you had an awesome. That's wonderful, Sharon. I'm so happy to hear that. So you had your jewelry party last night. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So that's how I hope you had your book there, Queen, so that you could get those email addresses, because that's how you build your email list. It's very important, y'all. For those of you who have jewelry parties, I used to have them all the time. I don't have them at all, but I used to have them all the time. It's so important that when you first start your journey, that you collect people's emails, and you collect people's emails, because when that person has a jewelry party, right, and they invite their 5 people to the jewelry party, what you do is you get your book and you tell everybody, write your email information down. They write their email information down, and that way you can get in contact with the next person. Okay? You get in contact with that person. You say, do you want to have a jewelry party? And you have a jewelry party. But also, when you have your jewelry parties, and I don't know if me and Sharon talked about this, give away some free gifts. Give away some free gifts, because even if it's 5 or 6 people that come to that party, you still stand a chance of making some money. Okay? So give away to the host. The host should get a free gift, whether it be something that you create on your own. It could be a gift card, but give that host, for having that party for you, something for free. House parties, y'all, are the best, because you don't have to go. You don't have to go out to a venue. You don't have to set nothing. Well, you set your house up, but people come. You have like some light refreshments there for everybody, and people will. And then you can do videos. You can videotape it. Really get into it. You know what I mean? Like, really get into it, because you don't need a lot of people to come. You can invite whoever they have to come. You tell them, look, come. You're going to get some free gifts. And then you do raffles. There's a lot of stuff that you do at these parties. I don't think I've included that, Sharon, but I don't know if you had a raffle, but you can have raffles. You can have door prizes for people. I used to do these little, I used to take these little bags, and I would put like draw, just draw raffles, and I would have like free little gifts in there and draw a raffle. And you can get the raffle tickets, believe it or not, from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree sells a big thing of like raffle tickets for $1. You can do that. But jewelry parties, y'all, jewelry parties are the best. Like, I made a lot of money doing jewelry parties. Yeah, you can make some nice money, and especially if you have a nice supply. Like, when you do jewelry parties, you want to have at least between 50 to 100 pieces of jewelry, because you don't know who is coming. Yeah, do the raffle, Sharon. Do the raffle, because I used to do the raffles. Like, they could go around, everybody you could sell, the raffles ticket could be 50 cents or something like that. And with that raffle, they'll win a free gift. And that free gift could be a $10 Walmart gift card. Yeah, you get creative with it. Get creative with it. It's all kinds of stuff that you can do at these jewelry parties. And did I play a game? I don't know if I played a game. I'm thinking if I played a game. But a lot of times the host, when I'm thinking that I let the host, but I still incorporated some of my ideas in there along with it. But yeah, raffles, you can do raffles, you can do door prizes, you can do the first person to get there, they get a prize. It's all kinds of ways you can do these jewelry parties. And what it does is people will look forward to that. So if you pick somebody on that list and you call them and you say, you want to have a jewelry party, you'll get some free gifts, some free gifts. And all you got to do is invite 5-10 people. With how many people you can invite those people. You go there, you do your setup, you set up your items, make sure your display is well lit, make sure that people can actually see your items, see what you actually do. And make sure that this is another thing, y'all, whenever y'all do events, please always make sure, and I had to learn this the hard way. When I would do an event, I would always sometimes have my jewelry laid down on the table. People are not going to come over to look at your table. Okay, now let me say this. I had to learn this because I kept trying to figure out why people would always run off to somebody else's stuff. And it was because of their display. Now, it's a queen that follows me on Instagram, and I'm trying to think of her name. And she has these real awesome display cases that they set up like really tall. And when you do any type of event, you want people to visually see. They're not going to come over and look down at your table, okay? You want to have your stuff sitting up and displayed really nice and hung on really nice things, because the first thing that they're going to see is whatever that piece of jewelry you got sitting there, it's going to catch their eye. All right? Once a piece of jewelry catches their eye, they come over. So if you have anything on the table, they're going to come over. Once you get them to the table, they're going to start looking. Now, if they look down, they might say, oh, I didn't see that before. And oh, I didn't see that before. Because when I have my jewelry parties, right, every time somebody would buy something that I had on a stand, they would come over to the table. But then when they would come over to the table, they say, oh, I didn't see that the last time I was there. And then they would buy something else. And then they would buy something else. And that's what you want. Okay. So when you're doing your presentation for your table, Make sure that you have stuff set up so that people can visually see it. Because if they're not going to come over, if your stuff all laid down on the table, they're not going to come over. Okay, they're not going to come over to look down at the table. You have to catch them with the eye. So when you catch them with that eye, you got them. They're going to come over. They're going to start looking. And this is at any venue that you decide to do. Any venue. If you got your stuff sitting up and stacked, I used to go to this place, and this one lady, everything she had something, it was kind of like steps almost. And her display was so big, you could not ignore the table. And that's what you want. You don't want people to ignore your table. You want people to see it, and you want people to come over. You said you had 12. Oh, that's awesome. She said I had 12 people. Was nice. That's what I'm talking about. Make that money, queen. You want people to be able to see what you have. Okay? Because if it's laying down on that table, they're not going to come over. I have done so many events, and I had to learn this, where my stuff was laid out. I'm all sitting there like, oh yeah, they're going to come over. It don't work like that. It's got to be up. They got to see it. It's got to be visual. If it's up and they see it and it's visual, then you will make some money. If your stuff is nice, if it's quality, and I'm going to tell you something. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean that it doesn't have quality. Okay? And what I mean by that is, okay, people say aluminum wire is cheap. But if you make your piece and you put love and energy into that piece that you are creating, there is no way that piece is going to come across as being cheap when it looks nice. Okay? Queens, make sure that whenever you are selling something, whenever you are you are creating something, make sure that you are giving that person the best that you can possibly give them. Okay? Because you are putting your name and your reputation on the line. Okay? That's when people get your stuff. That's the first impression. Your box, I was talking about it last week. I went to the Dollar Tree, y'all, and I got some boxes. Your box is the first thing that they see when they get your item. When they open up your item and they look at that item, that's the next thing that they see. Please make sure that that the work that you do, that piece that they bought is put together very, very well. Please do not sell somebody something and then it falls apart. I have had that happen to me too. Okay? Please make sure that when you make something for somebody, that it is put together as well as you can put it together. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Also, make sure that sometimes you have to give your own jewelry a trial run. Wear your jewelry. Wear your stuff. Put it on. Now, don't take showers in it because you don't want to mess it up like that. But put your jewelry on. Remove it and put it on back and forth, just to see how long it's going to last, just to see how long it's going to hold up. Okay? And I do this a lot with my stuff because when I first started, I was making stuff and I was selling stuff and I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting repeated customers. And when you aren't selling your best, people are not going to come back to you. If you're selling something and they spend $45 on something and they get it and it falls apart and they don't have it long, they're not going to come back. Okay? If you making quality, just because it's cheap, like I said, doesn't mean that it's not quality. Okay? If you use copper wire, you make something out of copper wire is quality. The reason why copper wire is quality, because this right here, they can have forever. They can have this forever. And if for those of you who want to know how to make this, I have a DIY for this bracelet right here. Actually, it's this bracelet. This was the one that I showed y'all how to make that's got the gemstones on it. I got a DIY for this if y'all queens want to know how to make this. Okay, got a DIY. But this is a quality piece of jewelry. This is quality. Now, the thing about copper wire, of course, y'all know that copper wire turns. Okay, just like sterling silver. Sterling silver tarnishes, and so does copper wire. But you can clean copper wire. If you get yourself some sea salt and some white vinegar. Sea salt and white vinegar. I had to learn that too. It will clean this piece right here. It will give it a nice, beautiful shine. Okay, that's all you need for copper wire. But if you're selling quality stuff, you will get repeated customers. Don't have a real high price on something and people buy it and it falls apart. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want your presentation. You want people to get the full experience of what you do and what you create. The full experience. Okay, the full experience. You want them to get the whole thing. You want them to know that that's why you are in business and that is why they chose your company versus anybody else's, because you have to also remember that you are in competition for not competing against somebody else, but you are in competition for the sale. Okay, so you got to remember that you are in competition for the sale, because there's a lot of us that's making and selling jewelry and everybody brings something totally different to the table and you want that sale. And not only do you want that sale, you want multiple sales. You want people to continue to come back every time. Okay. So you want to sell quality items, not no junk items, quality stuff. Okay. Now I have a piece of aluminum wire right here. This is something that I made. This is quality. Even though it's made out of aluminum wire, it's quality. Now, the reason why I say it's quality is because of how I made it and how I put it together. This is not going to fall apart. This is not going to come apart. They can't bend it unless they use force to bend it, but it's a quality piece of jewelry. So make sure that you are giving people quality stuff, queens. Okay, make sure that they are getting the best that they can get from you. Make sure that your presentation is awesome. Okay, so that when they buy your stuff, you can get repeated customers, because that's what this game is about. And this game is also about thinking outside of the box. Remember that the trends come in. Like I've seen so many people when those arm candy bracelets came out. Everybody making arm candy bracelets. Everybody Everybody making arm candy bracelets. Everybody. Let me show y'all my arm candy. If you want to know how to do this, I got a DIY on this too. For those of you who want to know how to make this, this is my arm candy. I stay away from trends, y'all. I do me. Because when you get caught up in the trends, things, you go out there and you spend a whole bunch of money on stuff. You spend money on the beads, and then you're trying to figure out why your stuff ain't selling. And it's because you are trying to follow a trend. Now, it's okay if you know what you're doing. See, when you do a trend, you got to be smart. You got to outdo the trend. When them arm candy bracelets first came out, everybody and their mother had all that stuff lined up. But see, what somebody did was somebody stepped into putting charms on it. They started putting different colored charms on it. And on Instagram, it's full of arm candy. Full of arm candy. Everybody's selling that. So stick with what makes you different. Stick with what makes you unique. Stick with what makes you stand out from everybody else. You don't want to be like everybody else. Okay, you want to be different. You want to be unique. You want to be where somebody can say, you know what? This person is selling this, but I'm gonna go over here because I like what she do and her stuff is different. Have you ever, nobody wants to look like the same person all the time. Not all the time. Like when you go into any type of department store, their jewelry in there is our manufactured jewelry. So if it's manufactured, that means that it comes from a company. That means that you'll stand a chance of somebody else having that same thing that you got on. Okay? We as queens, sometimes we want to be different. Now, I do sell in my shop, I do sell more than, sometimes I may sell a piece more than 1 or 2 times. I may switch it up. I may change the fabric of it, more than 1 time. But you want to stay away from, which bracelet? Which bracelet, Raquel? You talking about this one? This one here? I have a tutorial on this, queen. I have a tutorial. Yes, I have a tutorial on this. I have it. It's on my YouTube page. I have a tutorial on this. And this is different, it's unique, and nobody else will have it. Okay? It's a lot of work because it's a lot of wrapping, but it's well worth it. And it's different and it's not a trend. And you're not going to see anybody with this unless you make it. Now, I do have them in my shop. I do sell these. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure you stay away from the trends and you do your own thing. You put your own spin on it. And sometimes I've seen people take some of the stuff that I make from my DIYs and they flip it, y'all. I be seeing some people that take my stuff and I be like, oh, wow, I didn't even think of that. They done came up, they got it all different, looking all different. Yeah, put your own spin on it. Do your own thing. Your own spin, your own thing that makes you stand out. Because the reason why Pandora is Pandora, because nobody else can do what Pandora did. So this is how you have to think of this game. Pandora is in business because nobody does what Pandora did. Jesse James beads, same thing. These are people that make beads, but their beads are different. See, there's so many different companies, y'all, that offer so many different things, and you have to be. That's how you have to think when you in business for yourself, and you want this to have longevity. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. You have to I get some water, y'all. You have to, you want to put your own spin on it and you want to do your own thing, okay? You said, Cam, can I see that one on you? Which one? This one? This one here? This is how you wear this. You wear it like this. But see, let me show you. This is how it's worn. Okay? It's kind of sort of like a memory wire bracelet, but you can wrap it, you can unwrap it, you can bring it down. There's so many different ways that you can wear this one piece. But this is what this looks like. Okay? Now, the arm candy bracelets are way different because they have, and you can do that. Now, let me tell y'all something. You can put charms and all that on here too. Okay? You can make this and hang charms and all of that on here too and make this whatever you want to make it. But the thing that I do like about this is this reminds me of memory wire, but it's better because with memory wire, you can't adjust it. Memory wire, you can somewhat, but it's really, really hard wire. With this, y'all, look. You take it off. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Now I can wind this back up, but you can do all kinds. This can be a necklace. This could be whatever you want it to be. Okay. And I think I have like over 30 something beads on here. But in the video, I do show y'all how to make these. Now see how this go right back? You twist it and it goes right back. And that's the uniqueness of this bracelet. Now, when I was doing this, I had no idea that I was coming up with this idea, because I had no idea that it actually reminded me of memory wire until I actually made it. I made one, and then I said, well, I'm gonna make more of them. So I started doing like, I think I got a couple of these in my shop now. I think I got 5 or 6 of them in my shop. But look, see how that is? And I'm gonna show you the wire that I use, because I know a lot of people, this is the wire. I know y'all can't see it because of the light is on it, but I get this wire from Amazon, okay? This wire has a really awesome coating on it. And this is the artistic wire, and this is 12 gauge, and you get 39 feet. Now, I've run through this stuff, okay? 39 feet. Now, in the video that I showed y'all how to do to make this, it was a much shorter bracelet. This bracelet, y'all, I don't know, let me count the beads, y'all. Give me 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got about 34 or 35, but the first bracelet I showed y'all how to make was not this big. Now what I did was I just added more. Now this is made with 2 different types of wire. I have a brass wire, and then I have this wire. This wire is wrapped around the first piece of wire. In the video, it shows you how I put this together. Okay? So go make plenty, queens. And this is, you can bend it. See that right there, that bounce? And you put it on, and it fits very, very, very well. And it's comfortable, okay? And you can adjust it. And you can wear this with anything, with any outfit. Any outfit, queens. You can wear it with any outfits. She's okay. Wait a minute. I live in Baltimore. Is your store in Maryland? Well, I have an online store. My stores are online, Raquel. My stores are online. Yeah, I don't have a storefront. No, I'm not ready for the big league yet. But no, my store is online. It's online. As a matter of fact, I believe if you go to the tutorial that I did this with, you can find the information down in the link, down in the side of the description box. Thank you so much, though, Queen. You are reading my mind. Charms. Yup, you can put charms on it. You can put anything. You can really dress it up. You said, has the sound gone, or is it me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, somebody said my sound is fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can put. Yeah, I'm not ready for the big leagues yet. When you have a storefront, you gotta bring it, because a storefront requires you to be there all the time, from open to close. If it's just you when you first start, or maybe it could be you and a friend of yours or your husband. When you first start, a storefront requires a lot of things, y'all. A lot of things. And I am not ready for that. I believe, oh no, this was the piece. I believe this was the first piece right here that I showed y'all. I think this is the piece right here I showed y'all how to make. And this only had a couple of pieces on it. I think this was the piece. right here. But yeah, queens. Yes, y'all. So be humble, be open, let the Most High lead and guide your footsteps. Let him help you on your journey. Do anybody have any questions for me, y'all? Because it is 1:03. I think I'm going to be getting ready to get up off of here today. Anybody got any questions? But don't forget, y'all, I do have this DIY that y'all can go and learn to make. This is real easy, real simple to open. This bracelet is about 7 inches. Real easy. Okay, real simple. I got a DIY on this one, and I have a DIY on this one right here that I showed y'all before. Okay, get on there, learn how to make some of these goodies, and put them in your shop, sell them, because we are all in this game to make money. Okay, and you're going to love this. You're going to, when you make these, start making these, you're going to love it. Okay, you're going to love it. This wire, Amazon.com. All right, I'm sorry y'all can't really see this, but it's artistic wire and it's Amazon.com. Okay, I love this wire. So, no questions, y'all. No questions, queens. No questions. Hey, Miss Madison, how are you? You said, yeah, Miss Madison, I'm getting ready to close this up. You said popped on real quick. What's the name of swap and when is it due again? Okay, the name of the swap is Midnight Sparkle. For those of you who are participating in it, how you doing, Miss Madison? It's called Midnight Sparkle. And it's due by July the 31st. Let me just make sure I'm saying that right. The 30th. It's due, the video is due by July the 30th. Hey, Miss Jones, how are you, Miss Jones? How are you, Queen? How are you, Miss Jones? Okay. All right, sis. Yeah, y'all. So it's due July the 30th. That is the name of the theme for the swap is Midnight Sparkles. For those of you who want to join in that, y'all get some things together. You have to do your own video of your item. You send your item to me. I'm going to type in my email address really, really quick. Let me type in my email address just in case. For those of you who are going to be doing the swap, amen. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in. I just put that in. Oh, you've been running around today, Miss Jones. I'm so glad you decided to stop by, Queen. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, yep. So the 30th is the last day for those of you all who want to participate in the swap. And for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to go over this really, really quick before I get up off of here. The swap is something that we do. The queens here, share information amongst each other, and they make an item according to the theme of the swap. So this theme that we're working on now is called Midnight Sparkles. And this is, that's the theme. So you have to come up with something, get creative, think outside your box, and come up with something that says Midnight Sparkles. Okay. Now, once you come up with the theme, then you have to do your own video. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Yes, sir, Miss Jones. Guess what? I'm not closing Authentic Creations down, Miss Jones. I decided against it. It's still up and running, Queen. So yeah, so once you do that, once you get your item done, then you do your own video. That's awesome, Queen. So glad you decided to stop by. Yeah, so you do your own item and then you do your own video. Now I did put my email in there just in case if anybody else wants to get in. You don't even have to reach out to me to tell me you want to participate in it. Just make your item, do your video, but you're going to send your video to me. When you send your video to me, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. Make sure that when you send me your video that you have everything included in your video, your business, your websites, if you have a website for your business, if you have a your social media platforms, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, Pinterest, wherever your social media platforms are, make sure you include all of that in your video so that just in case, because people watch those videos and somebody may see something that they like, or they may see something that they want you to make for them. And once they, that way, because I'm gonna put all your information down in the description box. When your information goes down inside the description box, then it'll give people a chance to reach out to you if they want to, so that you can make something for them. Because a lot of people watch those videos. Like Jeanette's video, a couple of those videos got hundreds of views. Okay, so if you got a business, if you if you're making jewelry, because some people just do it for a hobby, but if it's your business, make sure that you got everything there so that when people see it and they like what they see, they'll reach out to you, and you don't know, you could get a sale or two just from that video. All right. So I'm so glad that everybody took the time to come out today. It is 1:10. I did start a little earlier. I started at, let me see, it was 11:45 when I started. Let me see. It's 1:10 now. Do anybody have anything else for me? Do y'all still want me to continue to talk? Because I be talking, y'all, and y'all know I be talking. I talk a lot. So anybody got anything they want to talk about jewelry wise? And Toya said yes. Toya, some of this stuff you might have to go back and watch the replay on, Queen, because I did cover a lot of stuff today. I talked about the jewelry. I talked about some of the designs. I talked about the packaging. I talked about your presentation, which is very important, y'all. Like I always say before, the presentation is very important. We talked about don't let people okay, she said, Miss O'Neill said, what will we be doing in the Facebook group? I'm excited about that. All right, so in the Facebook group, Miss Deborah, let me tell you about the Facebook group. In that Facebook group, Authentic Creations, that's just a group where y'all go and you upload pictures of the things that you make and you create. I don't really do too much there, but I got to get myself in gear and get out of my own head and go over there and give those queens what they need. Okay, far and few in between. I do go live on there. That's far and few in between. I was doing a lot of posting. I was having like an inspirational message. I was doing all of that on there as well, which I'm going to get back to. But of course, y'all know I blame everything on life, right? I blame it on life because it's life. Okay. Sometimes we can't always do what we want to do. We do what we have to do. All right. A lot of times, y'all, we do what we have to do. So it's a lot of things that we want to do, but most of the time we do the things that we have to do because we have to do it, because that's just life. Hey, Jeanette, how are you, Jeanette? How are you doing, sweetie? Jeanette said, hi, Joyce. Hi, ladies. Late finished my items for the sweat. Jeanette, Look, Jeanette is about it. Jeanette is about it, y'all. Jeanette is done with her swap. So Jeanette, then just do me a favor. What is today? Today is what is no, today is the 10th. So you say you know, like I said, if you done with your items, then just do your video, and you can send me your video. You can send me your video whenever you want to send me your video. I'm gonna say this to y'all. For those of you who want to participate in this, you can send me your video whenever you want to, but I will not be uploading anything until after the 30th. All right, so you can send me your video now if you have it. If you've done it already, you can send it to me, and I will be uploading. I won't start uploading things to the channel until after the 30th. Okay, so after the 30th, that's when I will be uploading the videos. Let me see. Yeah, so that's what you do. That's what you're gonna do in Authentic Creations, Miss O'Neill. You will be it's a platform where we're sharing. And a lot of times what those queens do on that platform, if you have a question about something, like say for instance, you want to know, y'all, what should I do? Whatever, because a lot of times I'm not there to answer those questions. Those queens, they stick together and they help each other. It's a drama-free platform like my channel. It's drama-free. You don't have to worry about no he say, she say, nobody coming at you. None of that. Okay, none of that. If I see any of that, they're gone. Okay, I won't allow any other queen to be putting down another queen. We just don't do that here. Okay, and so yeah, so that's what that platform is definitely for. Okay, Sharon. Sharon said, I can't stay much longer looking after my dad. Okay, you have. Okay, thank you so much, Sharon. We greatly appreciate you, Queen. Thank you so much. Miss Jones said, you are looking really regal with your head wrap. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Jones. Thank you so much, Queen. Hey, Miss Wilson, how are you? Welcome to the live, Miss Wilson. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Miss Wilson, you missed a lot. I can't go back and cover everything, but Miss Wilson, aren't you a member in the Authentic Creations group? You said, Ms. Deborah said, I love that you have created a community for our jewelry designs. Thank you so much, Queen. Yes, I did. Yes, Miss Deborah, I did. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Wilson. Yeah, so Miss Wilson, like I was telling the queens earlier that y'all know, if you watch the video, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the video on the Facebook group. I was thinking about closing the group, but I'm not going to close it. It's still going to be open. It's going to be open for y'all queens. For those of you who post, excuse me, y'all. For those of you who post, I know a lot of y'all post a lot of stuff. So that's what that platform is for, Ms. Deborah. Everybody goes there. They help each other. They look out for each other. All them queens there are awesome. And everybody, and I can see, since I've had that group open, I can see the queens and what they and the changes of their work. Like they have really gone from A. Some of them are at Z. You know, their work and their expression and how they feel. You know, it's awesome. Yes, Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson said it's a group of love. Oh, thank you, Miss Wilson. We do that together. We do that together. Yes, we do. We do it together. Okay. Yeah, so it is 1:17, y'all. So I'm gonna be getting ready to get up off of here. And I want to tell y'all too that next Saturday I will not be going live because I have something that I can't really say right now, but I have something that Oh, I have a, let me show you what it looked like. I've been on top of it, Queen. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. I did a video. I got a video of that too. Already done. I did a video of this. I did a video of this last week. I believe it was last week. The head wrap piece. I already did. This was the actual piece that I created. And I hung the shells down the bottom of it. This don't have the shells, but this does. I did a video of this. So if you want to go, I can't really tell you. It's kind of like go back, because all my videos they save. Just go to the playlist. I have a playlist. If you go to that playlist, I have a playlist of all my DIY videos. Okay, I have it. It's right here. I did it last week. For those of you who want to know how to make this, this is for the head wrap, and this is convenient, Queens. Okay, this is convenient because it dresses it up. It gives it something different. Okay, and you can also, if you take your head wrap and you go in the back and you wrap it up, it's gonna. I had it tied in the back. It'll look good back in the back of your hair as well. Okay, so I got that video. That video, that's DIY, that has already been done. Go check it out. And also, y'all, can you make sure that when you watch my videos, can y'all please make sure that you thumbs up the videos, and share some of the content, y'all. Can y'all please do me that favor and share some of my content, because YouTube ain't paying me money. We don't make a lot of money here, y'all. A lot of people think we make a lot of money. We don't make a lot of money here on YouTube. You have to have thousands and thousands of views to make money here on YouTube. So the reason why I'm talking about the thumbs ups is because the thumbs ups really help with the algorithm. I'm not saying that word right, but the thumbs ups really help. And if you would share my content, I would greatly appreciate it, because there's so many people out there that don't get this content because they're not, how can I say this? They just haven't gotten to it yet or reached it yet. I'm not really sure how to say that, but yeah. So just, if you can, please, y'all, share it, give some thumbs ups. It really helps us with the content. And the thing about it too, it helps me to reach more people. I'm gonna put it like that, because see, the thing about it is, whenever we do videos, y'all, our video has to be suggested. If it's not, if we do a video and it's not, and people aren't watching it, then it will not be suggested by the algorithm here on YouTube. I know I ain't saying that word right, but it has to be suggested. And if people aren't watching it, then it won't be suggested. So let me see. That would make nice necklace. Yup. Yeah, Sharon, you seen Sharon, I know you seen the DIY on this. You can do a necklace you can do whatever you want. You can do a necklace on this piece if you want to. Definitely. Okay, she's talking about how to do our head wrap. Yeah, I have a video for that, Miss Wilson. What's wrong? Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go because I have somebody that just came in. So I gotta go. But I won't be live next Saturday because I have something that I need to take care of. So I won't be on here on live, but I will be back on the 24th. Okay, on the 24th of, make sure y'all put that in your calendar. I will be back on the 24th of July for the next live. I won't be here next Saturday, but the 24th I will be. And then y'all already know that the week of the 30th, you have to have in your swaps for those of you who are participating in that. Okay. So with that being said, Queens, I want to say thank y'all so very much. But before we get off of here, thank you so much for joining me, Miss Roseman. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it, Queen. I'm just going to say a prayer really quick. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your continued mercy and grace. Heavenly Father, I ask that you watch over these queens and you give them exactly and everything that they need on their journey, Father. Father, we thank you and we appreciate you for continuing to bless us so that we can continue to be a blessing to others. In Yahweh's name I pray, Lord. Amen. All right, so y'all have a wonderful and awesome week. And don't forget, I will not see y'all next Saturday, but I will see you on the 24th of Saturday. So peace and blessings, Queens. See y'all.